why I love being a nerd. Okay, so if you couldn't tell, based off of the stuff I had to talk about on the channel, I'm a fucking dork, bro. Shit, I've said this in a video before. I got a shit ton of posters all over these walls. I'll probably give you a little tour. No, what am I doing? But yeah, so I got some notes here. I just wanted to talk about it, you know, because honestly, I just don't think anyone should be ashamed of liking the stuff that they like. And I feel like people are getting better at that now, especially with the internet. You feel much more comfortable expressing yourself, showing the shit that you like. And you can find people on the internet who like the same stuff as you do. That's what I've done. So I just want to talk about some of the stuff that I like. So for one thing, you know, like the MCU, DCU, superhero shit. I fucking love that. It's been a part of my life since I was like, what? When Spider-Man Homecoming came out. So almost 10 years now. Because I remember before that, I didn't give a single fuck about superheroes, bro. I remember my friend was talking to me about Deadpool one time, and I was like, I don't care. I didn't say that to him, but in my head, I was like, oh yeah, I guess I don't really care about superhero stuff, really. So that would have been 2016, so what am I, 19? So I'd have been 9. But then, you know, I got the first superhero movie I ever watched in full that I remember on, like, intentionally, on purpose, was Iron Man. Dude, I remember exactly where I was. I was in my old apartment in Duluth, sitting by the front door, on the floor, propped up against a wall with my iPad, watching the first Iron Man, and it was awesome, bro. No, like, clearly an unforgettable experience. What was even more unforgettable was the first movie I watched in theaters, which was Spider-Man Homecoming. That's why Tom's my Spider-Man. Okay? Hey, I've been with him since I was 10. Fresh out of 4th grade, bro. I've been with him. We ride with Tom. So yeah. So one of the stuff about being a nerd now is that you're not alone. You really aren't. I said this before, but you can find people on the internet who like the same shit. And a good percentage of the time, because of the internet, that also introduces people to all this new stuff. So more than likely, you can definitely find some common ground with the average person. You just got to dig a little deeper, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't outwardly tell you that stuff. Now, gaming. I wouldn't consider gaming nerdy. I kind of just consider it just gaming, you know? But I guess there's nerd stuff in gaming, like there's superhero games and stuff like that. So yeah, and apparently gaming used to be super fucking demonized, and you used to be considered an absolute loser if you video gamed. Now it's like a fucking money truck, a bankroll. I mean, seriously, you can get so much money from that. Yeah, internet TV. Now TV shows, movies, like those are just, there's a way of life, man. It's my personal favorite art form is film. So number 2 is music, obviously, because music and film go in tandem, but we're not going to get into that. But yeah, and honestly, it's just like you get to be yourself. When you like all this shit and you fully show that out to everyone you know and care about, they know who you are. You know who you are. You see your truth, and you're not worried about it, bro. And even if people judge you, who gives a fuck? Okay, they probably have some weirder stuff. They're probably watching some crazy, just like, no, I'm just kidding, but I was about to say crazy porn. Yeah, no. Yeah. So there's like, dude, there's like a million different genres. There's so many different things. Hobbies, you know what I'm saying? Like my hobby, I make movies, I make films. I love that shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing that for like almost like 7 years now, right? Ever since I was a little kid, I've always wanted to make movies. And before that, I made superhero costumes. I've always had some form of expressing myself, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, like, I think being a nerd is just fucking awesome, you know, and don't hide it. Don't reject it. Accept it. Don't reject it. Accept it. Okay? It is what it is, bro. You are a dork. It's not the 1980s, bro. We don't use those bullshit nicknames, bro. You think that's a derogatory term, bro? You should be proud of it. Wear that shit like a fucking name tag, like a police badge. Respect your truth, man. What am I talking about? Dude, just love what you love, and just don't be hating on niggas because they love what they love. All right, that's about it. See ya.